Hi, let's talk burnout, because I used to think when I was full-time employed in recruitment that I knew what burnout was, and I maybe did to a certain extent. But let me tell you, the last week, the burnout that I've felt it's just, I can't really describe it. For the girl, if anyone that knows me, who can't sleep for longer than 6 hours and is absolutely riddled with something, because my brain doesn't switch off, and yeah, I'll fly out the bed randomly, even on 3 hours sleep. I've even been sleeping like 12, 14 hours and still feeling the same exhaustion. And some people can say, oh, it's too much sleep, but it didn't matter what I did. Anything seems like a huge task. I should have worked all weekend, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. And it's not because I don't like work, because I absolutely love work, but it was so bizarre. And then I thought to myself, well, when was the last holiday you had, or time off work other than a day or two? And it was back in 2014, June. So it's been almost 2 years of no holiday. And I know that's normal for some people, of course, but I'm not talking holiday like abroad. I'm talking break off work, switching your brain off. Because when I come back from that holiday, I quit recruitment and I went into full-time own business employment. And ever since then, my brain's just been so stressed about there's not that stable income. And I think this week I just really got to the point where my brain was like, forget anything, replying to emails. I just could not bring myself to do it. It's the most strange feeling, but having these last few days off, even though I've got a bit of anxiety because I've left a lot of things, and I now need to go back to a lot of people today and be like, I'm so sorry that it's been left, but it's just wiped me out. But having said that, having 4 days off, which I have, and resetting my house, my dressing room, there's nothing on the floor, like going through my wardrobe, decluttering, getting rid of things. I feel like the dopamine that I didn't get from work has really been fulfilled in my home, and I can really think straight. Like, I know there's a few little bits, but when have you ever seen me film behind me and there's not been big piles of clean or dirty washing or deliveries? Like, it's just, I've done other things. Am I stressed? Have I got anxiety about coming back to work? Yes, I don't know why. Every time I have a substantial amount of time off, I feel like everyone hates me and no one's going to come in the live or shop with me anymore. But it really was needed. And if you are one of the people that I haven't got back to, best believe I'm going to get my laptop now, and I'm sitting at my laptop for the next 2-3 hours, and that is all I'm doing, because I can't let it run on anymore. But I just had to just stop and not think about work. It was the most bizarre thing, but I'm glad that I have. And I feel like if I'd carried on, I would have just carried on like a very meh level for work, whereas now I feel like I can come back, I feel refreshed, and I feel like I can have a clear head and be like, right, the things that were jumbled before I stopped working for 4 days now won't be jumbled. I'll go in with a clearer head. And I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, or maybe I've got something wrong with me and my brain and the way it works, I'm not sure. But I used to get like this, like if I was doing something for too long, it would all seem very overwhelming. And then if I come away from it for a little while and then went back, I would have like a much clearer, more creative head. I'm not sure. I feel really disappointed in myself at the same time, which I shouldn't, because I needed time off work. But I get like that. My website's not how I want it to be. Like, my social media is not how I want it to be. The content hasn't been done. I had all intentions of doing it. I've got a fresh tan, but it just never got done because of whatever. And yeah, anyway, I don't really know what the plan was here, but if you feel burnt out, I'm not saying you need to go and book a holiday, because I can't afford to either, but I'm saying just take a few days off. Just don't think about it. It's still going to be there when you pick it up. Yes, I'm probably going to have some customers thinking, what the F, she's ignoring me, but I'm not. Everyone will be responded to today, and when I explain the situation, hopefully they'll be understanding. But you might just need a few days where you actually don't think about anything, work related, that is. and just tidy or do something, because all of that cleaning and stuff that you don't want to do indoors is actually a real good dopamine hit for you. Well, I was going to say for you, but for everyone. So we should be doing it.